Welcome back, everyone, to Crusader Kings 3 as we continue our quest to unite Britannia as one empire. It is 1238, and the King, Edward of England, has been on the throne for quite some time now. He's 57 years old. I have two sons who are also kings. My son, King Edward, is the King of Ireland at the age of 22, and my other son, in the last episode, Ragnar, became the King of Wales. Of course, we have a problem because we want to unite Wales along with Ireland and England into one kingdom. You can see here, this is the house view. And this shows you what house controls what, and so you can see all the territory controlled by House Greenhill, including some up here in Scotland. And then we can back out and see the other house views. And most of those house views aren't much different than the kingdom or the realm views. There's only a few exceptions to that. Byzantine Empire and the Holy Roman Empire are still very powerful here. Jerusalem has still stayed pretty expansive. Nubia is pretty powerful. We're starting to see somewhat of a uniting of Russia, though there's a lot over here that's hardly united. And Scandinavia has broken up quite a bit. So, looks like this is Holy Roman Empire territory right here. Denmark's doing pretty good for itself. It's got some territory even in Poland there. All right, let's dive in and see what happens today. I'm going to look around for a few places to upgrade since we are almost 1,300 in gold right now. I'm going to upgrade these Carvers Guilds. I'm also going to go ahead and once again upgrade my military a little bit. I want to get these armored horsemen up a little bit higher than they are right now. That's going to cost most of the gold I had left, but it'd be great to have that heavy cavalry on the battlefield. Outliving my rival. When the jailer brought the joyous news, I could scarce believe it. My rival Vitek has finally perished in my dungeon. I didn't even realize he was still in my dungeon. On his shallow grave, I guess I gained a bunch of prestige for that and lost some stress. So that's all good news. Okay. Well, this is kind of interesting. A shameful truth has reached the light of day. My son King Ragnar has copulated with his acquaintance Mayor Joanna, who's in jail, by the way. Such things cannot be accepted outside of marriage. So, does this mean... that my grandson Geoffrey was fathered by my son King Ragnar? Well, yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Alright, so my question is, does this mean that I could possibly take away his title? I mean, I don't think I can because I don't control that title. Wales is a separate kingdom. I don't think there's a lot I can do about that. I could demand payment. I'm not going to do that. I'm first in line for the Kingdom of Wales, so if something happens to him, I'm his heir. Oh no, it's saying that Edward's the heir. Why is it saying I'm first in line? Alright, well, I think, I hate to say it, but I think I'm probably going to have to do something to remove him from the equation. Alright, so I'm going to try to claim the Kingdom of Wales. So I have an unpressed claim on that now. And now I can declare war on him to take Wales. So let's do it. We're declaring war on our own son. It'll be interesting to see which side my other son joins in all of this. Let's call on Count Maurice. I'm almost out of prestige. Alright. We're raising the army. Where's the other half of my army? Oh, here it is. I was going to say, I know I should have more than that. We'll send this 5,900 to go deal with them. We'll send the rest. Did Ireland join his side? He did. I kind of figured that would happen, but he still doesn't have much. There's nothing he can do about it. So I'm fighting both my sons. Now, before you think this kind of thing didn't happen, it absolutely did. Richard the Lionheart, his brother John, who both were later kings of England, both went to war against their father. Only in this case, I'm going to war against my sons. about to catch up to him. There we go. We only had 900 men there. Oh, he's actually in command of the army. And I'm in command of my army, so I'm literally fighting on the battlefield against my son, who I just captured, therefore the war is over. Just like that. Alright, I've taken Wales. Now, in theory, I could do the same with Ireland. But everything when I die should go to him anyway, although he's now really unhappy with me. Let's see, does he inherit any of this? He's still going to inherit the Kingdom of Wales. Now we have to disinherit him. So it all goes to his brother. I can't do it. I don't have the prestige. Well, this is only a temporary fix then. Let me take a look at one more thing. I want to see where this puts us toward Britannia as an empire. We need 18 more counties. Of course, we need 1,000 gold as well. Alrighty then. So the Duchess of Kent is going to declare against me. I will not be threatened. Here we go. Holy cow. That's a lot more than I was expecting. The Duchess of Kent, the Duke of Cornwall, Countess of Hampshire, and a couple other counts. Alright, rally the troops. We got ourselves another civil war. Alright, first things first. Looks like we're already getting into combat. We need to come help out. I guess we're not going to get there in time, but that's okay. Oh, we did. Wiltshire, Dorset's under siege. Let's go ahead and deal with all of that. Larger armies down there. Who's all of this? Dang, they got more than I realized. They've got 16,000 men. Ooh, boy. Alright, as long as we defeat them one at a time and don't let them get together, we'll be okay. Who's leading this army? I should be leading this army, and the reason why is because if I die in battle, that's probably okay. Alright, big showdown coming here in just a minute. I can call my house member to war. Excellent. Good, we're going to bring Ireland into this thing. On my side, oh, he's taking off. He saw me coming, and he's sending help. So this is actually going to put pretty even numbers on the field. Actually, they're going to be ahead of me. But thankfully, I will have done a decent job before they got there, but I'm still going to lose. Ugh. I didn't think he'd get that help there in time. Okay. Even with my son Edward's help, I'm going to be outnumbered now. Well, in the midst of all of that, I died. I have now become my son, King Edward, which means that England and Ireland are now united, but now Wales is separate once again. And unfortunately, we're in the midst of a war in all of that. But we traded Wales for Ireland, basically, is what happens. We have lost the patronage of the Teutonic Order. What's going on here? End of war. All the Liberty War has become invalid. Okay, cool, because I'm no longer king. So now we've got to choose all new people here. So, actually, he'd make a better marshal. So let's choose him for marshal. How about spy master? What do we got? Oh, yeah, excellent spy master. Steward. Good. And then chancellor. Who's left? And we can recruit somebody for that. Okay, that's a decent council. Now we've got to clear everything up here and see where we're at, and we've got to deal with Wales. Once I deal with Wales, I'll be curious to see how close we are, because we're obviously going to need at least some of the territory from Scotland. We're at 55, so we need 20 more counties. However many there are. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there'd be 10 more counties we would need to take from Ireland and Scotland, or from what's left of Ireland. Okay, we've got one stewardship perk to unlock. I feel like I want to choose a different lifestyle focus, though. How about diplomacy? Let's do that. Haven't done that one yet that I can remember. And we've got a bunch of other available choices here. We've got too many held duchies that we'll have to deal with. I'm second in line for Wales Palace, all that stuff. That's apparently my brother must have a child now. My heir is in line as second. I am first in line. Okay. So all we need to do then is have something happen to my brother. Oh, he does have a child. But he's illegitimate. That's right. So he can't inherit. Okay. So then, how about a murder scheme on my brother? If that doesn't work, we can always just put a claim on it and go after Wales that way. There are a couple of wars that I'm involved in at the moment. And I'm down all the way to autonomous vassals. I've got to get my crown authority back up, but I can't do that for at least 3 years. We're looking at now who we can bring into this scheme, most of whom will have to be paid handsomely to be involved. Oh, my queen's pregnant. All right, we're up to 71% chance of success. The archbishop, even with a bribe, he won't do it. Who else can we get? All right, this is getting expensive. That should put us in pretty good shape. I'll take those odds. By the way, if you're wondering how King Edward I died, he drank himself to death. It was all that stress, apparently. At the age of 60, he drank himself to death. So you can see I do have a son, Prince Onlaf, who stands to inherit Ireland and England from me. We do have a relatively robust dynasty family going on right now. We've got 42 members of our dynasty around the world. Simon is over here, located in Lincolnshire. Not really anything to be inherited there. And Elizabeth, who just was born. King Ragnar does have Geoffrey, but he is illegitimate and therefore not a threat, at least not right now, unless he gets legitimized, which is always a possibility. We're not endorsed by our archbishop. We're going to have to deal with that. So let's work on swaying him. Or, you know what, we can make him court physician. That should deal with it. We still have a too many duchies thing going on here. I don't know who I'd hand it off to, though. I mean, my son's a little young. He's 7 to be dealing with that. But we could go ahead and give him Gwynedd. Let's do it. So now he's my vassal. I have another duchy I can create. The Duchy of Albany, which is up in Scotland. Let's do it. That'll gain me. I got a lot of prestige right now, which is nice. Haven't had that much for quite a while. We got 7 wars that we can declare. I don't think we'll worry about that yet. One thing at a time. Let's deal with the murder plot against my brother first, which has still got 18 months to go. All right, we've got another son, Edward, of course. It seems like the obvious name. Who's that? My half-sister, Constance, is now married. All right, what's going on here? As my scheme moves closer to fruition, swift communication is key. I have an especially clever pigeon, which Sadab could use to send urgent messages to me here in Warwick. If the need arises. If I send the gift myself, King Ragnar couldn't refuse. Yeah, we'll do it this way. He dismissed the bird trainer. Okay. King Sancho forms a new alliance. I don't care about that. The existence of my plot has been discovered. Of course it has. Ugh. Now we're all the way down to 5%. Well, it's basically a worthless plot at this point. Pope's calling for a holy war on some title down here. Looks like in modern day Iraq. Alright, my warriors will be ready to fight. What's going on here? Oh, we gotta choose a beneficiary. My cousin, my half-sister, my sister. Really, they're all female. Not really anybody too great that I can choose. Choose my half-sister. Alright, we're gonna abandon the scheme to murder my brother. Next best thing, of course, you know, if my brother ends up with a child, it's not going to matter. Because he would have an heir. But in the meantime, can I declare war for my claims? I cannot. Oh, we have an alliance? Oh, we got to break the alliance first. Looks like he's already at war. Greetings, my liege. My regrets that it has come to this. I know of your relationship with Mayor Maria. Boy, my son was doing some crazy stuff in my lack of control over him. He's got a lover. Fine, you can have the hook on me. I don't care. Crusade's going to start in 7 months. The child was not meant to me. Queen Gaudina assures me it was the way of life, but her hand lingers on her belly. She lost the child. I stand above my subjects as a sovereign ruler, unequaled in the nation. Dressing the part with resplendent garments and jewelry would serve as a subtle reminder to everyone that I am in charge. 255. Ooh. I do not need things to legitimize my rule. That's right. Prince Onlaf has been asking me for a pet rabbit. Alright. You can have it. Oh, we finally discovered the fascination Castle Baileys. Now I don't have the money to build one. But that'll be really nice when we're able to do that. It's going to cost $665 for the upgrade. Okay, the Crusade is being launched. I guess we'll go ahead and raise the army. Everybody's joining the war. It's going to get pretty crazy. 63,000 to 51,000. Holy cow. Do I at least need to go there? I mean, how does this work? There's no chance that I'm going to be able to afford this. I feel like I want to just go ahead and stand down my army right away. I can transfer Earl Eldulf of Somerset to the Duke of Wessex. Sure. I've got a lot of people I can declare war on right now. The King of Scotland. That would be to seize some of the de jure duchies and counties that I have. I don't think I'll do it right now. Okay, so we do have some small wars that we can deal with to grab some things. This would cost me 270. It only cost me 90 to do it this way. The Grand Principality. What's the difference? Seems like they're both the same. Just gonna grab the earldom. You are pledging a great holy war against High Chief Hotshep. When it starts, this war will end inconclusively. Do you wish to start the war anyway? Yeah. Let's go. All right. The battle begins. Beautiful. Looks like we captured an Earl in the process. Got an available perk here. Children receive between 1 and 3 extra skill points. That's pretty cool. Looks like I've been called into another war. Who did I capture this time? Grand Prince Alpin of Strathclyde and 4 others after winning the Battle of Ariel. Good night. That was easy. Alright, this battle's over. This war is over. And we've gained some new territory. Alright, we gotta stand down the army. Need a new chancellor. Scotland's where it's really going to come down to. We're going to have to deal with Scotland at some point. What war is this? Oh, the Crusade for the Kingdom of MiZero is not going well, which is surprising because we've got the numbers. We discovered land grants. My prisoner has escaped my dungeons. Oh, well, who cares? I was watching Prince Onlef play with other children when Earl Edgar tried to push him over. Soon a brawl has broken out. He's going to be wrathful. I'm not crazy about that. Alright, I want to take a look now at Crown Authority because we need to make a change. And we've got the prestige to do it. We'll get back up to level 2. We also eventually will have the ability to upgrade our castle in Warwick once we have a little more gold. Okay, again we have a choice on whether or not we want to go after a duchy or an earldom. It's just a difference of prestige. We've got plenty of prestige right now. Let's go ahead and go for the duchy. I know there's another war going on. That's okay. Raise the armies. I ought to just keep them over there from now on. King Gottfried died of Syria, leaving MiZero to be claimed by the holiest warrior. We've got claims we can do like this on all of these various territories. Ormond will be the last one. And then that'll leave, well, we do have Berkshire here, which appears to be independent for some reason. We're going to have to deal with that. Looks like my stupid son may have granted independence to them. Okay, here we come. Looks like the Crusade's almost over. It's going to be a loss. Yep. The Crusade War is over. This war, on the other hand, is doing quite well. I was kind of hoping we'd capture the big guy so we wouldn't have to continue this fight, but not looking like that's going to happen. We don't need to call anybody to war. Who can we imprison now? Earl Gilchrist and Mayor Isabel. I don't think so. Okay. That one's over. Slowly but surely we are gathering up the territories that we're going to need to be able to unite Britannia. Obviously we need to grab Wales back. We'll need to get Ormond. So let's see where we're at as we wrap this episode up. We have how many? Oh, we can add some laws. That might be a good idea. We have 58, so we need 17 more counties. Obviously, there's one here in Ormond. That'll get us to 16. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Oh, I guess Berkshire's ours again. That would get us to, what, needing only maybe 6? So we could do it just by taking the rest of Ireland and then maybe 1 or 2 more counties in Scotland. That'd be enough to form the empire. Hopefully that'll be next episode. So we'll see what happens. Let me know your thoughts. Use the comment section below, and we'll be back again soon. Thanks for watching.